Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Good morning, Gloucester. We're here at Oak to Ember. Ember. If you're from Massachusetts,
Coffee in hand.
You say Oak to Ember.
Do you though? Do you though, really? Because I don't.
Well, some people do.
So, a lot of people.
Some people do.
A lot of people.
Gloucester.
Chris Laganganakopoulos is with us. Nicole is with us.
Nobody can ever remember her last name.
So fucking
very
hard.
forgettable.
It's so hard. I'm so sorry I got divorced.
No.
I'm sorry it's an inconvenience to you.
Nicole Wadsworth Longfellow.
Pat and Jimmy are down
you
in
go.
the corner, and I have a feeling if we're lucky, we're gonna get a preview of the good baby, the one that did not fuck up Schooner Festival. This is the good child, as opposed to the other rotten child that decided to come during
Schooner Boo Boo.
Scoony Boo Boo. Yeah.
Schoonie Boo Boo.
You got anything to say, Pat and Jimmy?
You're not going to get to meet the baby today because we are at our house. He's at his house.
Yeah.
Oh, you've already overstayed your welcome.
Yes.
Did you go through one roll of toilet paper yet over there?
Not yet.
That's the test.
Close.
If you go to stay at someone's house, one roll of toilet paper, and then you got to go.
Yeah, that's a good rule.
The McCarthy taught me that.
I'll work on that.
All right, I know.
Very appropriate, right?
So Joey doesn't visit many places anymore.
But that's why McCarthy
Where are
has a
you allowed
bidet.
to?
I know.
That's right.
I've been banned from many places.
You can stay a long time if you have a bidet. It cuts back on toilet paper.
You have one in a box.
I have one in a box. Jimmy has failed to fucking help me out. He said he was gonna. Okay, this is for Kate. Here you go, Kate. Kate has so many little fucking things that like normal person would not even think about, but like just go right to the center of her fucking brain.
Every
She wants to
Sunday.
rip the television off the wall.
Every Sunday, she's like
It
a
is a-
podcast armchair quarterback.
The crows are outside, and I'm like, I don't even know the crows are squeaking. She goes, oh my God, those crows are gonna drive me crazy. We're like, what crows? Then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess they're outside squeaking. But she's like, fucking got 5 pillows over her head.
Is this like nature versus nurture? Is this something that she would have been drawn to being frustrated about, or is this just because she lives with Joey? And these things are now more predominant
Oh, interesting.
and more
I'm not
like
responsible for the crows.
tingly on her
Interesting
nervous system.
question.
I am not responsible for the crows, but maybe, I don't know. We could ask her. We have a bunch of people checking. Oh, paper noises. Oh, here we go. Lynn Scannell, Jamie Lagakanopoulos, Chris's betrothed, my
Oh,
beautiful wife,
All
Kate.
the way in Colorado.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah.
And she's up this early.
She's in Beaver Creek.
She's in the Beaver. Kathy Barlow, Mike Bertolino, put the paper down, please. Kate, Caralupian, the Lucky Pistachio is here with us.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday Fun Day, watch out. Robert and Annette Specs. Sunday Fun Day, by the way, was what put me into my...
You like woke up ready on Saturday morning. You woke up ready for Sunday fun day. You put yourself in the corner.
I did.
You like after
Well, it was
you
a
came in here
It was a
on
perfect
fire
storm.
last.
It was a perfect storm. We're going to talk
I don't
about
know
that.
what
Oh boy.
No, it was a perfect storm. So
Perfect is the operative word in that
it
sentence.
was a perfect storm.
It was a storm.
Grace Masseri Scola's with us. Annie Rochon's with us. Brianne Castle's with us. And Vinny Orlando. Good morning, Vinny. So it all started here last week.
It did.
7 days ago, I knew there was going to be like a blizzard or bad weather on Monday, and I hadn't really gone out much, hadn't done much,
You were still licking your "I'm home from Florida" wounds.
I was in a
And
bad
you were
way.
looking for. You were in a bad way.
I was in a bad way, and I was like, I need to have some fun. I need to go and get after it. And I said, this is going to be the day.
Yep.
Started out here.
Yeah.
Walked up to so Kate dropped me off. So I knew. So going in,
Oh, you had a plan.
I was listen. I was responsible adult drinker.
On our group text that you may or may not be on, I think
Probably
Chris said he had a dream and he executed it.
I didn't see that.
Oh, I think that's when Kate texted us. Kate texted us.
I couldn't
Is my
stop laughing.
husband
No,
alive?
she actually texted and said, thank you for taking Joey out. Seems like he had a good night. He was very drunk. And I said, Joey had a dream and he executed it.
I did execute. So I went
We were
from
very proud of
So I
you.
started out here with a White Russian. Then I went up to Tono, and because I couldn't stay here for that long, I felt like awkward taking a. By the way, the brunch here is phenomenal.
Yep.
Well, probably my favorite brunch in town. And then I went up to Tono, and I just walked in, assuming at noon that it was going to be open, but they're not open for lunch on Sundays. They had a private party for Julie Leonard and her
Yep.
daughter. They were both having birthday parties. But they welcomed me in because I know those guys. It was nice, and we had a couple of
So
drinks.
by noon you were crashing parties?
Yeah.
Not intentionally. I would have gone back out into the rain. If you note, I sent some videos to you guys. I was walking down the middle of the road.
One is the loneliest number that you've ever. It was
Chris-
very lonely.
Chris picked me up.
Yeah.
We went to your joint. You weren't there yet, I think. Right?
I did not go to work early.
You didn't go to work early.
To
There was a girl,
satisfy you.
Danica. Danica was overserving me.
Yep. Well,
And then Nicole proceeded to overserve me.
I did not. I gave you like 2 drinks.
But you,
Don't throw around that word overserve.
but you,
I'm
wa-
joking.
but
I'm
you
joking. I'm
walked
joking.
in. You walked in though. So we walked into the rum line. Let's call it 4:00. There might have been 5 people in there. Joey walked in like a Tasmanian devil, singing, banging on the bar. He was ready to go.
Let's
People were
go.
like, "Oh, it was so peaceful in here until you guys got here." Well, get ready.
So we got after it, and
Yes,
I
you did.
proceeded to drink like an asshole, which was, I drank like an asshole. Listen, it takes a grown adult person to admit when they don't do the right things.
Yeah.
So I drank like an asshole. I mixed it. The Danica, I think, was grapefruit juice and rum.
Jameson.
And grapefruit juice and Jameson. Tasty, but probably not great with White Russians to start the day with.
And Guinness.
And Guinness.
Yeah.
Probably not a great mix.
Yeah.
So we are at Oak to Ember right now, in case you didn't know. Thank you, Kate. Kate chiming in from the back end. I wish Kate was here. I asked her to come, but Kate's not feeling great today. I love my beautiful wife.
It could have been like a roast. It could have been like a Joey roast if Kate
Oh,
came too. We could have
Now
had like,
there's an idea.
right?
Okay,
Let's go.
So here's so now, right? So then I wake up. So on the way, Barry Hallett saves me, drives me home.
Yeah.
And then he goes to my mother's house and has dinner with my mother.
You did not.
Yeah, he
kidding?
did. Yeah.
Did not.
Oh, they're good friends. Yeah, my parents and Barry Hallett's parents were like besties, and
So cute.
so he stopped in there. But on the way back, we were on the extension, and I'm like, Barry, we better pull over.
I was afraid to ask about this.
I don't know the last time I puked, but as an adult, puking from alcohol is not a good look. So needless to say, the following entire day, I was absolute shit, and I got a text I got a text from one of my closest friends, the Rabbit, that he had been in critical care for 5 days. He just was able to text, and I said, can I come see you in the hospital? I got to the hospital, and he was, Kate says the last time I puked was my 50th birthday party. So that's 7 years ago. Rabbit had like tubes sticking out of him. Like he was in a bad way.
A little bit of a wake up call.
Total wake up call, because this time of year, I think a lot of people do, we're sedentary because it's been so cold. You walk the dogs, you walk your dog probably, but like I'm not as active, and I love to eat. I like burgers, cheeseburgers. So the thing with Rabbit, because Rabbit doesn't, I somewhat, when I see myself getting way off track, I sometimes pull myself back in. Rabbit has been full bore, hasn't gone to his doctor for 20 years, so he didn't have a baseline. Type 2 diabetes and acute appendicitis, and I'm like, all right,
Whoa.
time to buckle down. So I'm just taking a little. I weighed myself. I was 212, the heaviest that I've ever been, and it's early in the vacation cycle. So if I just let myself go that whole time, like all winter, I would end up probably 15 pounds heavier. Then now I just breached another.
Yep.
So I'm like, all right, time to dial it in. Go on. I know the diet that I need to do for what works for me. By the way, does anyone like to criticize how someone else either works out or diets more than when you put out like, oh, I'm doing this, and then there's randomly 7 people calling you a fucking asshole because
they also like to share their like success stories and things that have worked for them. But yes, sometimes it's it's preaching and not so much sharing.
Holy crap!
Oh, watch out!
It took me a while to skate through the cut bridge.
All right, buckle up.
Which way are we going?
We'll go this way. So, okay, grab a chair, big boy.
This is impressive.
Oh my word! We just changed direction.
They were laying odds.
Nice.
They were laying odds. This is Drew gonna come.
That's why I came late.
Yeah,
Chris is like, he's coming. He's coming.
that's great. Like Drew Hale is with us. Anyway, so to wrap it all up, until I go back to Florida for Ralph's birthday party, I'm not drinking and I'm working out every day. So
I'm with you.
Are you in?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
cool. Yeah, there you go. So
I'm
that way there, when we go to Florida, we can act up.
in.
Hey, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Let's go.
Yep.
I will be having prosecco in about 45
I'm not
minutes.
cheersing to that.
No, I know.
You're not cheering. Well, that's your see, okay.
I mean, I think-
and here's the thing: I won't call you an asshole for not doing it.
No, I'm not an asshole for not doing it.
I
Right?
applaud you for not
I
doing
just know how
Me too, because
to drink and eat responsibly.
that's right.
That's it.
What is this? What are these comments coming in from Dave Zing? I'm just noticing these.
There's an expression, bull in a china shop. That was you at the rum line last Sunday. That is a great analogy.
I'm still sore from Joey shaking the shit out of
You
me.
did that too.
Oh my God! Yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, you were like,
I mean, poor
know?
Zing. He took the brunt
Like
of
a
it.
rag
The
doll.
second- The second we walked in, and he was like, he's the one that said, "Oh man, it was so quiet in here until you guys got here."
I thought Dave was my guy.
He is your guy, but you came in like the Tasmanian devil.
Wow, I'm so upset.
That's
Well, it was,
pretty much how it's going to be on the
so
fifth.
it is. It absolutely is. Yeah. So tell me something. Was I a bad drunk, or was I a good drunk, or was I a fun drunk, or was I an angry drunk?
oh, I wish you could remember somebody's quote. You weren't an angry drunk at
Not at
all.
Did I bring the was the place a better place for having me in it or not?
I mean, that's tough.
That's a little
You know, you're
Wow.
a dear friend. I don't think it was better for having you there. It was a lot to talk about. It was a lot of conversation.
It was.
But you brought the volume up. You brought the
So
place.
it's not better. So I got to
It's
stay out
already
of there.
given us 13 minutes of content.
Right,
so
I
it's
know.
good.
It's all right. Tick, tick, tick.
Talk about me. Let's just talk about me. Sorry. I'm
No.
sorry.
I was saying that it was good in that it gave us something to talk about. I will say you went through phases though. You were like banging on the bar, you were shaking people, and then at the end of the evening, you had like this sheepish sort of grin on your face when you're sitting there. You just kind of look over and you smile, and then at the end of the night, I came up to you. You were standing at the end of the bar, and you were paying, and I said, "Are you leaving?" And you just went,
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, how are you getting home?" You're like, "I don't know."
No, I
Yeah.
think Barry was taking it.
No, you didn't, because then I was trying to get you an Uber. I'm like, I'm going to get you an Uber. I had called an Uber. It was on its way, and then Barry was walking out and said, "I'm heading out. Does anybody need a ride?" And I said, "Joey does."
Oh,
and I
good.
canceled the Uber.
Yeah, no, I didn't have a car, so I knew I wasn't driving.
No, you were. That was your plan all along to not drive.
Drew, it was very similar to the first night in Fort Myers last year in Yucatan.
But the energy was way better. Like there was no, he wasn't. I mean, he was. No, it was at Wahoo Willie's where you elevated your.
What? Well, if you're at a place called
But
Wahoo
We don't
Willie's,
wanna-
there
we don't wanna
wasn't
know
any
what he
like
elevated.
slamming on the like, because we're in Fort Myers, we're not in our like
Yeah.
hometown, right? So there wasn't any slamming, but there was definitely a high energy of talking to everybody at the bar and going around.
Let's
and
go.
shaking hands
Coaster throwing
You know,
and such like that.
yeah.
That's his
No
favorite
coaster throwing.
favorite Gloucester activity is coaster throwing.
It's how- I don't know. I don't know if Timmy means this or if he doesn't mean this. He says, "Let's do it again at 4. Fred will love to see you." I don't know if he's being facetious.
Well, it's so funny that he just wrote that because the one thing I was going to say is Fred Shrigley was looking at you like my mother would look at me when I was 5 years old doing something wrong. Like, he was just shooting lasers at you.
Laser beams?
Yeah.
That's
well,
amazing.
I mean,
So obviously Timmy wants to see that.
Right? So fun. While we're on the topic of Joey not disrupting everyone's time at Sunday Corner at the Rum Line, Bordello is playing tonight. They happen to be my favorite favorite band.
there you go.
So everyone else should come.
All right, here's a topic that's not about me, but it's more about you. What is the proper etiquette if you're trying to behave and not drink, but you want to go see the Bordellos? Because I know I've heard people say, you got these water drinkers. Is the move to just over tip your obviously there's no bill, there's not a big bill because you're drinking water.
Yeah.
Is a $20 bill for the server acceptable?
It's like a slippery slope, and it is like definitely a topic that comes up all the time, and it's not that like we don't care who drinks water or cranberry juice or club soda. Obviously, like you don't have to drink, but there are times that table side of the bar is chock-a-block full with a ton of people at the same time who aren't necessarily spending any money in the establishment, and we're like trying to get by and trying to get through, and they're sitting at tables, and they take up the table for the majority of the evening, and it's great that they want to go out, but like you always say, you can't even go to a movie theater. Like it's not really
a restaurant.
I try to choose my words carefully because we love the customers, but if you're going to be there for 3 or 3.5 hours and not spend any money,
you gotta spend something.
then that makes it hard.
But
it's not that we care if they don't drink.
Right. On an evening, they're counting on a table. Like they have they have a number assigned to a table. Like that table should produce X per night.
Right.
But it's not about the drinking, and it's not even about it's not like we're trying to money grab. But sometimes, every once in a while, that side is packed, and everyone's having a great time. They're dancing, they love the music, and good for them for having that social outlet. Like I love that for them. But sometimes at the end of the night, we're like, wow, we were packed and slammed, and it's like, where's the money? You know what I mean?
Well, if you're gonna
it's a hard conversation.
If you're gonna sit there at a table for 3 hours and watch a band, which I understand why you would, because especially those early shows, he's got great music in there, and you drink water. That's great. There's a lot of people, especially this time of year. We were just talking about taking a break from alcohol. Order some chicken tenders or a salad or a burger. Like order one thing and just show that you got a little skin in the game. You're not just taking up.
And then over tip.
And then over.
You're not spending any money.
We'll even a good example, maybe like the Beauport. If there are days like at the end of work, it's like this unseasonably warm day, and you get the back call. Let's go sit outside of the Beauport, but you really only want to have drinks. But then people start coming in, and you feel bad because you're taking up a table. So we'll always order an appetizer, even if we're not hungry, to justify being at a table.
Kate, I think you got this all wrong. So Kate says, damn, a sober girl, I guess I'll just continue to stay home. That isn't the point.
I just
and
said
if you were
3 times.
If you were listening at all, no, just order some food, and everybody's good about that.
I just said that. It's not about the drinking at all. We don't care what you drink. It's not that, and we want you to come in and hear the music. It's just, that's why I said it's a slippery slope. I don't know what the right ratio of how long you can sit without spending money. I don't know.
It's not that they don't.
We want you to come in no matter what.
It's not that they don't want you there. It's just order some food or something.
Yeah.
It's also not just that. We're not just talking about the Rum Line. This is anywhere.
Yeah.
Years ago, Joe Wilkins and I used to run a open mic at 7 Central on Sunday nights in Manchester. We had people, no lie, that would come in, take up a table, open up their bag, pull out Tupperware, and eat their own food at the restaurant, thinking they were going to get up to play music.
Yeah.
Wow. At one point, the owner went, because this happened many times, he went up to somebody and said, why don't you pack your stuff up? What makes you think you can come into my restaurant, use our equipment, sing your songs?
Entitlement. That's unbelievable.
And bring your own food.
That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, that's wild. But so, I think, so my move would be go, eat, and then when I figure out my tip, it's always an extra. If I'm, if I'm not, obviously, if I'm not just not going to order some food, but factor in what I would have been drinking and booze and tip on that.
Yeah, and you don't always have to do it, I don't think, like if you're at a table, at a table.
Yeah.
But certainly if you're at a high top or a bar or something like that, where
Yeah.
because it's not coming inside a restaurant doesn't mean automatically that the server thinks they're getting tipped on you drinking 10 drinks.
Right.
Absolutely. So there's that. So Pat, I see this right here, the drones. What is this topic about the drones?
So you were in Florida.
Oh, right.
And we were at 525, and Michael Ancevic came down and had just seen. They see them often. They live right at the end of Lexington Ave, and was talking about the drones the night before, and even I was like, and I know that Jen and Mike are highly intelligent people who have lived in the neighborhood forever, but I was like, I see airplanes every night landing at Logan Airport, so even I was like, what are you talking about? But then I see them now all the time, and they are absolutely not. Like, I see the airplanes, but I also see out my window the drones.
Every time I drive home, there's drones on the back shore.
Yeah,
but I think that drones are okay. I'm sorry.
No,
Finish
just
your
so
thought.
I mean, I see like little drones. I see them on the boulevard. I almost like ran smack into one at 3:30 in the morning a couple of months ago, taking Finn to the fleet. But these ones are just they're larger and they're like in formation, and even they're like it's a little bit like what was that movie? Like 1970s UFO movie.
War of the Worlds?
No.
Close Encounters?
Yeah. It looks a little bit like that. It was creepy. Like they're out there, and even the way they like move together. So I watched and tried to take some video and was fascinated by it. But like Ken Lawler just said, I finally saw the drones in Essex on his Instagram.
Join the formation.
Right?
But I see drones all the time. But this is my theory on the drones. My theory is they're so accessible. Like, you can buy a drone for $100 now.
Right.
And you're not supposed to drive. I know there's a lot of people that are flying drones like over crowds. Like if you read your manual and you have to like sign it, you have to register your drone with the FAA. Like, and they have and your flight patterns, even on your cheap drone, is recorded with the FAA. So if you're driving like over.
Kate.
What she said.
Ooh, conspiracy theorists here.
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
Kate's all no, but like, so you're over the water is a natural place to want to fly a drone. In the harbor is a natural place because you're not going to get in trouble there.
Yeah. So these are always in the evening, which is like a little bit more interesting, but also so many of them together in larger ones. So they don't seem to be like
these aren't recreational
hobbyists, out there.
Right.
But it is
People
just
are into
interesting,
drones.
But these aren't just like drones you buy at Best Buy for $100 or $1,000. These are big things.
It's like that big.
Yeah, they're not these.
Some of them like this
No,
are
these
like a $1,000 heavy duty drones.
Yeah,
Some
of these are big drones. Like whatever. It's like it is what it is, and we've had them for a while. I just threw it back on the list here because obviously Michael Ancevic came on with us and was talking about him, and then Nicole's been seeing him, but everybody was up in arms for a month or 2 months about these drones, and they're showing up now in more and more places, and everybody's just like, fuck it, drones.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me, but I'm a geeky techie guy, so I hear a lot of my lobstermen complain about it, complain about them because they follow them, but like they're naturally anxious and thinking that other people are hauling they're so wide open. They have their lobster gear out there exposed, and they can't. 800 traps in different locations. They can't. So if they're not catching a lot, they always think that some other guy is hauling their traps all the time.
Right.
So there's always it's this guy fishing more than the allotted amount. So they're naturally suspicious. So then you have a guy with a drone that thinks he's got the drone, because I know what my thought process is. Wow, this is a really cool video of overhead of a lobster boat coming in, because his lights make it a really interesting shot and everything. In the captain's mind, that guy's fucking spying on me. He's spying on me. He's going to tell everybody what I catch. The guy does not give a fuck what you caught. He thinks this is art to him. To me, it's art. You know what I mean? But I see both sides where the thought process is. But it is what it is. Jeff Guzzi says, can't stand sitting on the boulevard enjoying the view and a drone comes flying over my head and low. Pat McNally, I think Pat has, can you read that, Nicole?
It says, Nicole said it well. Oh, you want the rest of it? I thought that was.
That's all we needed, right?
Oh, that's it. Thank you. That's me. I'm the problem. It's me. It can be heard how a person wants to hear it. In my own opinion, the only place you should not worry about having a drink or food if sitting for hours is in a ski mountain lodge, not at the bar, but at tables. So buy apps for food, buy other people some drinks. Life is not free. You know, if you're consistently taking advantage, even if you're pretending you're unaware. Yeah.
So there you go.
But I can't say like enough. I don't want to like. It's just it comes up in conversation, but like I don't own the rum line, and I don't want to like do it. Just it is a conversation other places too.
This was. I didn't mean it to be
Hmm.
specifically. I just
Yeah.
meant it as.
But-
You're in the industry,
Right.
and I was just wondering what the other side of the counter thinks
Yeah.
when I am ordering a salad and an app and a water. They're like, oh fuck.
No, not at all.
No.
You're ordering a salad and an app.
Yeah.
That's like no way. It's not about consuming alcohol versus not consuming alcohol. It's about being in a place for 3.5 hours and maybe sometimes literally not spending a penny.
So thank you for that. All right, we're gonna move on now. Pat, like we said, Pat and Jimmy are down taking care of the good grandchild, the one that didn't fuck up Schooner Festival.
Right.
And his name is Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
It
Something like
was
First name Texas, middle name Ranger.
It was Walker.
Texas Ranger. Walker?
His name is Walker.
Texas Ranger.
I
right.
got it. I got it.
Texas Ranger. All right. Yeah.
Such a great name.
And we have no.
Texas
Sounds like a country
Ranger.
singer.
We don't have. So we have the boat guy, and we have the perfect storm guy.
Yep.
And then we have the
yes.
what is it called? Lone. What's the show? Taylor Sheridan.
Walker.
Out in Wyoming.
Oh,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. You got Yellowstone and perfect. Yeah, they're very good names. So how is the baby holding up, Pat? Let's talk about the baby.
Go ahead.
Holding up.
Is the baby good, or what's going on with the baby?
The baby's great. It's he's low. He's a little small. It's nice to have that little thing in your arms again. Right there. It's great. It's great.
Happy, healthy. Mama's doing good.
Oh, everyone's doing fantastic, and Maverick is doing great. And we're running around getting Maverick to preschool and running errands and doing what family does.
I want to thank you for wearing your
That would be perfect.
Save Our Beaches, Eat More Plover shirt. Thank you for representing the brand, and thank you for that report.
Well, we're over at we're over in Lake Erie, so I want the people to know they're coming.
Yeah. By the way, I drove by the Good Harbor Beach yesterday. Do you know how it just started like one little area where they had roped off?
Oh boy.
It fucking goes like almost all the way down the beach now.
Oh yeah, I'm on the beach almost every day. Look, it's long. It's long. I'll be-
They're almost gonna have their Super Bowl when they shut the whole entire beach down, and then they can have the big party when they
In the
have
dunes.
in the
Clover party.
big party. Well, they can't have it there. Congratulations to the Gloucester High hockey team who's going to the state tournament. Their first game is
Little Finney, second to back left
big
with the hair.
Oh, yeah,
He's got a little bit of a
Finney.
mustache in that picture.
Does he? Oh, is he starting to grow a mustache?
Not on purpose. It's just sometimes he. Yeah.
Does he use what kind? Do you buy him razors and stuff?
There's a couple in the house.
Oh,
I
nice.
bought Thatcher one. I think they share. I don't know.
There you go. So on the 25th, what is today? Tuesday, first game for the hockey, and then we have over here. When we'll get back to that. Basketball the following day on Wednesday. They're playing Weston, and I don't know if that must be an away game. Is the hockey away?
Yeah.
That's at Newburyport
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, there
So
you
there'll
go.
be some pre-gaming at Chris. What did Michelle say to us last night? What's the name of the place in Newburyport?
Oh,
I
The
forget, but there'll be some
the
portside.
Portside.
Yeah, well, there'll be
All
some
right.
pre-gaming.
And we need to congratulate Aiden DeCoste for reaching 100 career wins yesterday in the D3 state championships. So congratulations to all of the Gloucester High wrestling team. We've been following them this year, and it's been exciting to see all the great wrestlers.
I so that was Aiden, but that's amazing as a sophomore to get 100 wins. But then yesterday they wrapped up the states. So third place at D3 states.
And then
On to all states next week.
All
so
states
there they
next
all
week.
are right there. I sent that picture.
And
to you.
I know Max Thomas was doing really well,
Yep.
and there was a couple of the other wrestlers. Great team and great sport. So get out there and support your teams. Wintertide. Chris, you want to talk about Wintertide?
Piano bar.
Great.
If you haven't been yet, we've got two. This is at the Beauport Hotel. They're doing their Tuesday night piano bar. 6 to 9. You can make reservations for a table. They have high top tables, and they have seating around the piano, like a true piano bar. And it's really starting to catch on. Like it's starting to feel a bit like Jingle Bar. Not quite as busy as Jingle Bar. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people are going. A lot of people have been asking about it, and those tables are starting to sell out before midweek. So definitely worth checking out. The guy Ricky Loria, the piano player, singer, is a super talented guy.
So
I haven't
good.
seen him. I haven't seen anybody request a song yet that he couldn't play or wouldn't give a shot. So definitely check it out.
Where is it, in the lobby?
Right in
Yeah,
the
they
lobby.
set it up in the lobby. It's really cool because they put out like velvet ropes and they set up high tops in the
Oh,
lobby,
wow.
maybe about 8 high tops.
Yeah.
And then they've built this custom top for the top of the piano because it's like a baby grand piano. So there's probably 8 seats you can see in that photo, people sitting around the piano. It's very cool. Really, it's a lot of
Joe
fun.
and I are going. We'll bring in our own salads.
Bring
And
your own,
drink water.
bring your own
Tupperware.
Tupperware. Yeah.
Yeah, plastic forks and knives, so they won't have to clean up
exactly.
after
They're
us.
very tolerant
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
Beauport, so you can do
Absolutely.
anything you want.
I've been going there for breakfast. Actually, not lately on my diet, but I'm not going to put people in my diet.
Are you not?
I'm trying not, yeah, because it's all I think about. I'm trying to like stay. I'm non-negotiable. That's what I think. My word. Every time I start thinking about veering off, I just say it's non-negotiable. Chris, what is this about the new boating safety course
Oh, so they
requirement?
just passed a law in Massachusetts that all these years you've never had to take a boating safety course in order to be basically a licensed boat driver. They just passed a law last month that everybody in Massachusetts that has a boat, drives a boat, regardless of how many years you've been boating, what kind of boat you have, has to pass a boating safety course. So it just passed, and it is, if you were born after January 1st of 1989, you have to complete it by April 1st of 2026. If you were born before January 1st of 89, you have until April 1st of 2028 to complete the course.
Kathy better get on that. It's going to take them all of 6
Right.
years.
He's
That's interesting.
so just
'cause-
passed.
Because every year, there's kind of like been a question with Connor. Is there a test that you have to take? I always found it kind of strange that you didn't need to take it. Like
New
even
Hampshire.
even the
New
most
Hampshire has it.
even the most simple of tests, like understanding the green and red.
Yeah.
But he didn't. Did he do the boating safety class?
I'm
I
not-
tuned out for a minute. Did he not? So
I'm-
Thatcher and Finn both went to the Essex Police Station and they got their Coast Guard license and their boating safety course. They took like an 8-hour class one day, and they carried
I
both
think
of
New
those.
Hampshire, you have to have it.
You
if
do.
you're
You have to have a
under-
boating license. I don't know if it's just I think they actually have a licensing procedure
Yeah.
there.
That's great. We got Warren with us. Hello from the real Florida.
Key West.
Key West. What does that mean? Is he? You guys having a little thing between like Southwest Florida and Key West?
Nope.
That's just, it seems like that was a shot. Was that a shot?
Shot across the bow.
I don't know. What's going on there, Warren? Explain. Kate says, next Walker. Good morning to Mario Balistreri. Mike Rogers is with us from Utah on their way to the airport. Can't wait to get home. Mike Rogers is showing Aiden some colleges out there in the snow belt down there.
Yep.
He's gonna come home. He'll probably get right in the car and go fucking ski in Mount Washington or something.
Oh, yeah.
He's a ski guy.
Yeah, he's big time.
He embraces it.
Which
Us, not so much.
hey, it's awesome if you can do that. It really is. I actually wish I could do that.
Jealous.
But I've told you, I don't understand the whole concept.
Kate, what did Kate say? Connor took the test and has a license. So there we go.
see? Nice.
Yep.
There we go.
So you only have one licensed boat
Yeah,
driver
yeah,
in your
Connor's
house,
the
one
only-
captain in your house.
Connor is the only licensed.
So
boat
he
driver.
now holds the keys to the Zodiac.
No,
He tells you
absolutely
when you
not.
can take it out.
Absolutely not. Nope. Not gonna happen. Nope. He's got his own boat. His dad and
Oh, he does?
got his
Yeah.
own. Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
nice.
he's got a nice boat. Connor's a very responsible boater, but he won't be taken out. That's just not happening. I like and the only reason why is this.
Well, you don't have to answer now. We can talk about it.
No,
later.
he's a great kid. He's a responsible kid, but like what it costs us to have that boat, and if I would never be able to forgive him if I wouldn't.
I get it.
And I'm not even saying that. I just my whole summer is based around getting on that boat.
Right.
And whether it was his fault or not,
Right.
I would be beside myself if I wasn't on the boat and there was a malfunction.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to get past it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he has his own boat, so
Yeah.
that'll be great.
Right.
Take his own boat. He's also
Avoid the situation.
Connor, call me. You can take my boat.
yeah, he could take his boat anytime. There's that. He's such a good kid though. We love Connor. Connor's doing good. Oh, by the way, I've been watching Landman based on your recommendation.
Great show.
Fucking great show.
However, it wouldn't be as great if Billy Bob Thornton was not in it.
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
How about Demi Moore in that role? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not that she has a big role,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
she who knew? She's like an LA person.
Yeah.
And she's got this southern drawl.
Yeah. It's great.
It's
show.
a great show. It has all the elements
Yep.
of what any red-blooded male would like to see.
Yep. Yes.
Mike Rogers says New Hampshire requires boater's license. Everyone gets their license from Delaware as their test is online open book. So I wonder if you can take the test, the boater's test in
I'm sure.
Delaware for the Massachusetts one.
Well, I think you can take. There are license tests because I've started last year doing like an online program.
Captain's program.
Yeah, and it's like it's sort of a self-guided. You watch the videos, you read the stuff, and you go through. I think, and they're whatever sanctioned, licensed in Massachusetts. So I think there are different ways you can do it.
So I'd also like to say, like taking the course and taking the test, it's actually a really good thing.
It's a great thing.
It's not even like oh damn I have to like if you're a boater you should want to take this test because it's especially for a novice boater.
Yeah.
I mean just to avoid embarrassment in a lot of situations
Yeah.
because it's starting out as a boater, especially as an older, people think you know what you're doing and if you don't, it's fucking people just love to shit on you. You know?
It's pretty interesting, like when you do it too, because no matter how much you think you know, there's a lot of stuff that you don't know.
Exactly.
And like you may know how to navigate the boat and dock the boat, but when you actually have to articulate what are the steps that you do to do it, it's a lot easier to do it than it is to talk about it.
Absolutely.
So I have a topic about. I think this is interesting. So they say that they have Epstein's list on their countertop or whatever the hell it is, and this is my point about is this: who, anyone that haven't we already been rehashing for like 7 years who they think is already on the list and it's basically assumed that they're on the list?
Yeah, it's
And-
like everyone.
It's like basically everyone. And if the list comes out and it's confirmed that Bill Clinton is on the list,
Right.
does anybody really think that Bill Clinton or Trump, if Trump happened to be on the list, so just to make it that it's not a political, a left-right thing, does anybody think that any of these people weren't like, you know what I mean? Like, and then if you discover that you're on that list, like, how are they going to prove that that any malfeasance happened? Like you just said, I went to the island.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like what is like? But like, I don't know. I feel like these people have already been rehashed as dirtbags, and like, I feel like it's not going to tarnish them anymore.
Is this a thing right now?
Yeah, they said that
I
they
guess
have the
it's-
list on the.
Well, because Kash Patel, the new FBI director, said he's going to release the list. I'm sure it won't be scrubbed at all. It'll just come out
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It'll be perceived.
exactly the way it's.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna get rid of this.
Well, my point is,
John Smith.
my point is,
John Doe.
my point isn't about if the left people are on it or the right people are on it. My point, I'm assuming that there's all of both on there, and I feel like anyone that's on there is, even if they get found on there,
Yeah.
like that. I don't think that's an admission of guilt that they were raping young kids.
Not at all. I mean, I think there were probably some people that went out there in these circles that didn't know what they were walking into, or I don't think that it was all nefarious. I think if you take that list, my total speculation is, maybe 20% of the people that would be on that guest list that visited that house may be a little bit nefarious, but it's not everybody.
Not
It was,
everyone.
I have not watched the documentary yet. I was going to after our trip to St. John, but
It's good.
going by the island, creepy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no.
You
I mean,
know,
I
like-
think that Ghislaine Maxwell finding out what that she was doing and what he was doing. I mean, they're confirmed scumbags
Oh, yeah.
of the utmost magnitude. But I'm just saying, if someone shows up on a manifest that they went there, because if you're say you're a New York socialite, you're in the scene, like, hey, come out to the island.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna fly you out of my plane.
Yeah.
You're not gonna go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I wouldn't go.
You wouldn't have to tell me. You would. So say if they said, "Oh, we're gonna put you with young girls," I don't think they're
Right.
saying
No.
we're gonna have fucking underage girls there for you to sleep with. I don't think that's the sell. I think the sell is come out there
Party.
and party.
Yeah.
You know?
Which I wouldn't do right now
No,
because we're drinking water and eating salad.
that's right.
But I mean, maybe in 2 weeks.
So Kate says if they went more than once, they knew exactly what was going
Yeah,
on.
that's fair.
And Ralph says for some reason McCarthy does not want the list to come out. I'm surprised that Ralph hasn't chimed in. I thought we were going to get a Ralph and a McCarthy, chime in here. I was hoping to get a little preview. So I heard it was a little cooler this week than last week.
Yesterday and the day before, Thursday and Friday were low 70s. So yeah, we were freezing.
Wow.
Poor
We were
baby.
cold. We were
Poor
cold.
baby.
I was
That's why
dressed
he's
like
home.
this.
So when I put that, so you know how I put the video out about it, like I'm not drinking and this, that, and the other thing. Like the very next day, Ralph calls me up, FaceTime call. He's like, "Hey, I saw about the rabbit. Everything all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, you are drinking at my party, right? You are. You're not going to ruin my party. You're not going to ruin my party by not drinking, are you, Joey?" I'm like, "Ralph,
Peer pressure.
Don't worry, he might ruin your party by drinking.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Ask Fred Strickly.
Right.
He'll tell you
Yeah.
maybe a different story." I am.
None of you answered me. I kept on asking about, because I was in the waiting room last week while you were all on, because I wasn't in Florida and significant.
On the
At that time.
Ralph and
Why
Chris
is Nicole
special.
so, yeah, the Ralph.
Who's the girl that right to the right
The
of-
Florida edition. I was like, I guess Magnolia doesn't. Let me just walk out of the waiting room. But I asked about the Perry Hotel. It is the same Perry Hotel as in Key West on Stock Island?
We haven't got a confirmation on that, but I'm assuming it is.
Oh, we don't.
I didn't. I never asked.
I don't know.
The new one in Naples
I bet
is
we
not, or the new, is it Naples? Is not the
I don't
same chain as the one in.
I bet
Key
we
West,
could go
it has
on
to
the
be.
World Wide Web.
And
Consult.
find out.
out,
I didn't
yeah.
think I had to. I thought Good Morning Gloucester would.
GTS, man.
Yeah.
Google that shit.
GTS, baby.
Let me Google that for you. That was Joey's favorite.
Oh, my
expression
daughter
ever.
Madeline is down with my sister.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Not a bad place to have a bagel and a cup. She's having.
Nice.
Thank you to Felicia. She really. She took-
Maybe Warren will chime in.
Who?
From Warren, maybe he'll answer about
Perry?
the Perry on Stock
Okay, hold
Island,
on a second.
near Shark
Please,
Island.
Sarah. Is the Perry Hotel in Naples associated with the Perry Hotel in Stock Island, Florida? All right, here we go.
Here we go.
We'll see how good. The themes were borrowed from the Perry Hotel on Stock Island, adjacent to Key West, where Hemingway once lived, and where Perry Hotel, after the primary owner died, the original
So it didn't-
So the answer is no.
didn't answer. I don't know.
So Gwen Scannell just said Key West is Admiral Perry.
Oh,
Is that a different?
the Perry that.
Maybe they
Yeah.
just.
I don't know. Well, we'll get. Listen,
Well, we still don't
next
know,
week
but
we'll get to
Yeah.
the bottom.
They
of it.
look
Yeah.
similar.
Hey,
the
by
Perry
the way,
Hotel on Stock Island
I'm
is
less than a week
amazing.
away. I am so excited for that. So for some reason, okay, I just want to make sure. So by the way, this is, don't make fun of me. So I'm going to just bring back. So when I brought up my diet last week, and I know I'm not talking about the diet part though. And I was talking about the trolls that
Yeah.
went in there aggressively, say you're a fucking idiot. You don't know anything that you're doing. So now I've done this for 2 years now. I've adopted this thing. Anybody that is flat out rude and not a constructive criticism, I just delete them.
That's fair.
I've had you delete a couple people for me.
Yeah.
People who
Wait,
were
what do they say?
who were using Good Morning
Well,
Gloucester.
they called, and then
Let's talk about your diet.
no. They were just okay.
Making comments on it.
He was criticizing because I said that I had a modified no carb diet,
Yeah.
and I didn't say it was a modified. It was a no processed food diet I was doing, right?
Fair enough.
And this guy says, "You're doing, fruit is a carbs," which shows me you don't know anything you're doing, dumbass. And then Kate's like, what he meant to say was no processed carbs. You know what I mean? Fruit. I'm doing fruit, but I'm not doing like whole wheat pizza, that kind of thing. And he just kept going, and he was clearly just being a troll, and so I just deleted him. Warren says he thinks that the Perry on Stock Island is well received. Susan
Gorgeous.
Gould Coviel, what is the donut special today? We should get Abby over here.
I don't know what it is yet, but I know I have to bring 2 home. I was given marching orders last night.
Can we get Abby over here for a second?
Yeah.
And I'm going to bring up a couple of the graphics that we have. So they started I think it's a 4 o'clock to, I'm going to get confirmation from Abby, 4 o'clock to 5:30 or something like that, snack bar menu, like all like $8 to $10 items. And I've tried every one of them, and they're all phenomenal. So great.
Is this before you started the diet?
It was before, yeah.
Okay.
It was clearly before. It was part of probably why I needed to.
Can we go? I'm going to stand up when Abby comes, but can we go over to that one right there? Note down. Yep.
Hale Design.
Drew Hale getting the shout out from Education Foundation in Rockport, doing good things. Hale Design and Build has been known for doing scenery and set design for the kids' schools, but that was nice to read, right? You're always stepping up.
I try. When
Yep.
people ask.
That's
Yeah.
nice, but I have a note on here about a negative thing about Drew Hale, and that is that Drew Hale hates block clothes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do.
Where
It
does
was
this,
a sea of black.
I wore pink today.
Where
just
does
in
this
case.
come from?
Because it's just.
We talk about this all the time.
So yesterday, I'm coming back. I flew out of West Palm yesterday, and you know, West Palm's a nice, bright airport, just like Fort Myers, And all of a sudden, there's a section of just all people wearing black. That's where we're going, right there. We're going to that section.
In morning, coming home.
And sure enough, it was gate C14 or whatever, and every single person was wearing black clothes.
Yeah. Same thing. If you go anywhere south, everybody's cheery, dressed up, nice.
Yeah.
And you go to the
Best color for clothes. It looks
Who
good
is that?
on
No, wait,
everybody.
is that Ralph?
we got Ralphie boy here.
I
Hold
hear
on, we gotta
Ralph.
switch this up. Hold on one second.
Ralph.
Don't go anywhere, Ralph. We got you. Ralphie! What's going on, kid?
He's got some nice teeth.
Hi, everybody.
So you got any reports from Goodnight Naples for us?
Did you see the text I sent you this morning?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
Was it-
Ralph, is this the longest stint you've had in Florida?
Oh,
No.
McCarthy's
It feels
supposed
like
to
you've
be
been there forever now.
Where's
I
McCarthy?
feel like it, but
Pat,
no,
send McCarthy the new link.
it's 10 days. I've been here for 9 days. I go home tomorrow.
Okay.
So,
I gotta see what Ralph had to say here. What the fuck is this Naples Tonight shit? What is it about, Ralph? What are you
there's another
referencing?
podcast, Naples 2 Night. Naples 2, number 2
Oh.
night. What's this
Well,
shit?
we're Goodnight Naples, but we have secured the domain name, so we don't have to worry about that.
I just don't like anybody moving in on our action.
Take him out, Ralph. Take him out.
Ralph, listen, in the past, I think you know people that can take care of this kind of situation. You may have to make some phone calls.
Agree or deny.
With a name like Naples 2 Night with the number 2, you know it's an amateur operation.
Yeah, yeah.
That is about
Yeah.
as lame a brand as you could come up with.
I think it's it's like one of Chris's.
Gangnam.
I think it's one of Chris's like offspring swingers club or something. I don't know, but we went on the boat again yesterday,
Oh, boy.
and I have to say he did not kill anybody,
Oh, you got that going for you.
and we were dry. We didn't get wet either, so he did a good job yesterday.
Trying to find
Joey's
something.
I sent the picture. Just,
Was that live? That's hysterical.
No, it wasn't. That doesn't go there. I was trying to find an image. I made a logo for Goodnight Naples.
oh,
And
did you?
We're gonna debut it next week.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Hey,
It's a pelican. We got a pelican instead of a
Instead of
seagull.
a seagull.
Yeah. It's
did
pretty-
you see the picture I sent you with Chris's shirt?
Well, I think we have it in the thing, but we couldn't figure. It was you didn't take it sideways like I asked you to.
Oh,
So
you're
we
right.
can't-
You're right. I
So-
apologize. You're
Let's
right.
see. We'll see if we can see it. This shirt. What does it say, Chris? How many?
Many years ago.
Go ahead, Ralph.
Many years ago, I could swim faster or something like that.
I was the
I was-
fastest
yeah,
swimmer,
many years ago, I was the fastest swimmer.
and he wore that out in public. Is that at your yacht club that you go to?
No. That was at Island Gypsy yesterday for lunch.
Oh, there you go. What's going on? Is McCarthy here or is he
You
not
just
here?
had him on
He has
there.
no idea.
Well, McCarthy's probably doing laundry because his house guests just left to head to the airport.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a shot? Is that a shot at me? Is that a
No.
shot?
I'm just saying his house guests just left.
Well, next week, all bets are off. People like, why can't Pat? Did you send him a
just
new
saw-
link?
I just saw him. You just had him next to Ralph for a second.
He's not in. Oh, there
There
he
he
is.
is.
Okay. So
There
you
he
just
is.
have to use this. Hey, what's going on, kid?
Oh, look at the bluefin shirt.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Oh, nice.
That's his name, right?
Watch it.
March
Yeah.
8th.
What's
Oh, they're still there.
Oh my God, Stevie Reed. There he is.
Hey.
What are we drinking this morning, Shasha? Mimosas?
It's coffee.
Just
Ah.
iced coffee.
Hey,
Did-
Joe, this was a topic. This was a topic last week, right? How do you ask guests to leave nicely?
One toilet paper roll.
No, but
Once you go through one toilet paper roll, you're out.
No, by 11
Steve-
a.m., but they're
Steve-
nice and early.
Steve hasn't pooped since he's been here, so
Hold
the
on.
roll of paper is still full.
Kim, here we go again.
Here we go. So I heard
He's holding his poop in so that he
just so
can
he
stay
doesn't have
longer.
to leave.
Content.
So I think we have
Went from
an image.
to an A.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think Pat uploaded the image. We had
Are we
Steve
following
wearing
this?
a very specific shirt on, and Pat neglected to put it into the gallery, so we won't be able to see,
Oh, that one.
unfortunately.
So,
you-
Joe,
Yes, sir.
Joe, have you covered my topic yet?
We have not. We were waiting for you.
So down here in Florida, it's fairly common for the nicer places to have a bathroom attendant. Oh, there's Stevie.
There we go.
Moist.
I had no
Shot.
idea what that said.
Wow, look at that shirt.
All right,
It was the
bath-
shirt said moist.
Bathroom
Darlene had a horrible day yesterday.
I did.
Oh,
So down here in Florida, it's common to have a bathroom attendant.
Come over here,
And
come
I'm
over here.
curious, like, who do you think makes more in tips
Here's
each
Kim.
night?
I'm saying
The female, the one in the female bathroom, the female bathroom attendant, or the male bathroom attendant?
Male.
the men for sure,
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
because the
Yeah.
women will walk right past it and not women.
Yeah.
There's women on women. Women don't support women.
Charlie.
Women don't carry any money.
Right, we do, but we don't carry money. That was our problem in the bathroom. I didn't know what to do. I froze. I'm like,
Oh, that's right. The
can't.
women also have the out. They're like, oh, I don't have my purse. I'm like, sorry.
Exactly.
I would have got you. I would have
Yeah.
got you, but I didn't have my purse.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just
So-
fact. You have wallets
so-
in your pocket. And
So I go into the bathroom and I give this guy $5. I know, I know. Very surprising.
But he asked for
But-
$10 in change.
Right.
But you got to understand what he received.
Yeah, I mean, the guy had like 16 colognes that I could pick from, and I see Polo, and I douse myself with Polo. I come out of the bathroom, and everybody's looking at me like, what is going on? You went in smelling like shit. Now you smell like Polo.
Was
Came
it
out
the
smelling
green
like high
bottle?
school.
He-
Was
So
it the
Shelling goes,
green
you
bottle?
smell like high school.
Right.
Chris, was it the old school green bottle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow!
Well, I
Yeah.
knew the scent, Joe. I knew the scent.
Have you
Yeah,
guys
let's not get into his.
gone to Bicyclette yet? That restaurant, Bicyclette.
No,
On
no, I
Vanderbilt.
follow it. So it's on my hit list, and it's over by Ralph.
Yeah,
It's over by
close to
Pelican
Ralph.
Bay.
So wait for me, and we're gonna go to Bicyclette when I get in town.
Bichadalis? Bichadalis?
Bichadilla restaurant.
I always find the blonde.
Where's that? All right.
All right.
Any other news from Naples?
Well,
We went to
Chris,
Tigris.
Oh, great. Oh, did the guy take care of you guys? He give you a good spot?
Oh yeah, great spot. Everything was great.
Right by the
Everything was
bathroom?
great. Yep. Just don't bring Ralph's potatoes out before his steak.
He didn't. He
Ralph had
didn't pull a
smoke coming
Jimmy.
out of his ears.
He didn't pull a Jimmy Dalpiaz, did he? He didn't. Tell me he didn't pull the Jimmy
Listen,
Dalpiaz.
hold on. Before you start tearing me apart, in my defense, when the waiter took the order, I specifically said, please bring the potatoes with my steak, with my meal. That's all I asked. I didn't ask for any special. Just bring the potatoes with my steak. I don't want to eat my potatoes as an appetizer. I want to eat my potatoes with my
Chris,
steak.
on a scale from 1 to 10, how much did it ruin Ralph's night after that?
11.
Yeah, I'm going.
He couldn't
I'm
get
going
past
to be
it,
on
could
the fair scale. I'm going to go 8.4.
I could just see him stammering. He's like, fucking guy.
Well, fortunately for me, there's only two of them, though.
And then the manager comes over and has a little sidebar with Ralph. Ralph jumped down his throat.
Oh my!
No, he didn't. Ralph was very reserved.
He pulled the
He
Jimmy
was fine.
Dalpiaz when they didn't have the chunky chicken salad. He says, when we went to the restaurant and they were taking care of us, and he says, excuse me, general manager, can you come over here, please? She says,
Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy. He goes, on the menu, it says it's chunky chicken salad. This is not chunky chicken salad.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God.
Jimmy.
And we were being taken care of at this particular restaurant. And when we broke down after the podcast, I climbed up Jimmy's ass. I'm like, don't you ever fucking embarrass us like that again. The guy is fucking comping out fucking Bloody Marys. What can I get you this time?
Jimmy's worried about the chunky chicken.
This it says, just so you know, and if you could tell the chef, it says on the menu, it's chunky chicken salad, and this clearly not chunky chicken salad.
Hey
Joe,
Joe,
what are
one
you trying out for to get on the show? Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Joe, one quick update for Goodnight Naples, and Drew may have some input here since he lives much closer to the establishment. He lives much closer to the establishment than me, but it appears that Vixen's at Fort Myers Beach may be opening soon.
Oh, I don't know
I
about
think
that.
for Ralph's birthday, it may be open.
I don't know.
Oh well, if Kate was there, you know what would happen. Kate and Sally, we'd have to peel them off of the stage like we did at Mermaids.
Yep. I have an interview. I'm interviewing.
John, any good values down there? What do you got? What's the sweet spot? If someone has 500,000, you got a spot for them down there in Bonita or Naples?
Absolutely. Come on down. I got an open house today.
Yeah, Chris and Charlene have a spare room now that Steve and Kim are going home.
On the last podcast, Safathia said for you to contact her sister because she was looking for someplace down in Florida. I don't know if you saw that
she
comment.
Didn't say that.
We didn't see that.
I didn't see that. I'm on it. I will text about
A little information.
All right.
Hey,
I could have used it a little longer. Yeah,
not licensed there. All right. So
Joe.
All right, I gotta go poop.
Wait a minute,
All
Chris.
right.
Hold on. I got to tell
Hold
you
on.
about the highlight yesterday.
What
What's
highlight?
The highlight yesterday was Chris flashed a fellow
headlights.
female
Oh my
boater,
God.
and she flashed him back.
Yes. I went like this, my typical. and the lady flashed me back.
None of the girls saw it. All the guys were like, "Oh my God."
She was well endowed too.
Greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
nice.
We don't know if they're actually telling the truth.
Yeah, we don't know if they're telling the truth.
No,
'Cause we didn't see it.
We didn't see it.
no, who else saw it?
That was
Chris was very apologetic after, so I really think
I
he
felt
saw
like
it,
I
which
cheated
could
on my
care
wife.
less. Yeah.
I never seen any else's breasts before.
Okay.
God,
Well,
did
I'm sure you haven't, Mike.
that spice things up in the bedroom last night? Did you get a little
totally.
tingle?
All we talked about was the other lady's
I
breath.
think so.
Totally,
I was mumbling someone else's name in my dreams.
I want to know why
understand.
Drew was home.
Charlene, why do you always bring a jar of pepper with you to the bedroom at night? What is that supposed to
All
mean?
right. We got to get back on track. Thank you guys for joining us today. Can't wait to see you next week. I think we're 6 days out.
Yeah.
Let's go. Great to
No.
see. Hey, Stevie Reed, we need one comment from Stevie Reed. How's your
Oh,
experience
he's
been
coming.
down there with the
One
McCarthy's?
one comment. I don't know what to say. All I'm gonna say is, yeah. Very nice host. Took very good care of me. Chris made me an omelet, and it might have been something that better than Ralph could cook. I mean,
Well, Steve.
Uh-oh.
Well, Steve, I am so happy that you have now found your new favorite go-to spot in Southwest Florida. Congratulations.
All right.
And Steve, Chris, I'll be more than happy to pass the Southwest Florida Cooking Championship over to you.
But Ralph, I need the 800 count sheets that Kim bought. I need those at my house now.
yes, a little scratchy in the bed, but
But
it's all right.
the only
You got
difference
the
is
bed? I was on the couch.
my Just a Splash is a
Joe,
boat.
oh my
Chris's
God, I'm
Just
so
a Splash
sorry.
is a toilet.
I love
You
it.
got a bed. I was on the couch. Joe, when you come next time, you'll get a bed. I
There's
promise.
a pond out back.
My damn kids just keep coming here.
God bless him. God bless him. All right.
Bye,
I'll see you guys
everyone.
next week. Thanks for coming on, guys.
All righty. See ya.
We'll see ya. They're the best. I love these guys. All right, we're back. We're back, baby. All right, let's get back to business. We need to talk about Oak to Ember.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to get Abby over here, but she.
Go grab Abby. So, Oak to Ember has become a lot of our people's go-to, especially for the brunch. And now they're doing so many good things. So there's a lot of great restaurants in town. Everybody's doing a good job. But what I love about Oak to Ember is how much they're switching things up all the time. They're doing they're throwing different things at the wall all the time. See what sticks. The brunch has really picked up. The 4:30 to I think it's 4 to 5:30 or something. We're going to find out from Abby. That menu in the afternoon is fantastic, and it's just and they what is this all about?
That was we had moved on to the poop section.
I'm
I'm gonna stand up and let Abby get in.
Here she comes.
No, Drew, I'm going to get it.
Oh yeah.
Come on in here.
Hello, everyone.
Is this your first? You've been on before, haven't you?
No.
Never, ever?
Oh.
All right, so first thing we have to start out with, because you're a podcast virgin.
Yes.
So we have to ask you the 2 podcast virgin questions.
Okay.
Picture yourself on death row.
Okay.
The warden comes in.
Okay.
He says, tomorrow's your day. We'll get you a sub from any place in the world.
A sub? It has to be a sub. Okay.
It was a 2-part question.
Okay,
So
okay.
the sub part first. But it can't be a home cooked. It has to be from an establishment. What's your death row sub? And you have to name them.
I'm not a sub girl.
Do you not eat subs
You
at
know
all?
what? And I'm gonna forget the name of it. There's this place in Boston. They have the best subs ever. They're a butchery too. It starts with an M. It's a logo of a baby on the sweatshirt. Monica's.
Oh, Monica's, yeah, in the North End.
Monica's in the North End.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
All right, good
Monica's in
call.
the North
And
End.
what would the order be? An Italian? Or?
Probably an Italian.
All right.
Yeah.
She's not eating an Italian, clearly, but there's a good bluff. Yeah.
No,
But-
I like Italians.
Death row meal. Death row meal. So same thing.
Yeah.
You get a meal at any restaurant in the world.
It can't be homemade.
It can't be my grandmother's sauce. It has to be, where is the meal? And you don't have to say Oak to Ember. You can, but if it's your last.
If you do, we know you're lying.
Yeah. And the hamburger from Chili's is already taken.
Not homemade. It's tough.
The
Do you not go?
McDonald's
Do you never?
9-piece
never go out
McNugget
there?
is just it's too tough.
I mean, I've had some great meals. Probably, I've been to Italy, so if I'm one of those Italian pastas I've had, or like a street pizza in Italy is delicious.
All right. So you're a Neapolitan style pizza person?
Yeah.
All right. So you like Rhea then?
Yeah, Ray is delicious. Ray is
Fantastic.
delicious.
All right, you can't beat it. All right. So there you go. Let's talk about Oak to Ember.
All right, let's talk about Oak.
How long have you been manager here?
I don't remember. October, November of
2 years ago?
yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
And the thing, ever since you took over, it's been on a straight up trajectory. Yep. Phenomenal. It's become, as you know, you see probably our faces, me, Paul,
Yeah.
Jake, everybody, like these guys. You see us more than once a week, every single
You
week.
guys are lovely.
But we're not. But not just us. We see a lot of familiar faces that are repeat customers.
Yeah, we've built up a really good regular crew, and then obviously we have our first timers and everything once every other day, every day, and it's fantastic. It's nice seeing new faces.
What do you attribute the success to?
Just personal staff connections with everyone. It's all about getting to know people. We like to know where people are coming from, what they're doing in town, if they're from town, if they're traveling from out of state. Why they choose us? Why'd they come here? And we like to make those connections with them. What food keeps coming them back? What food makes them come back? The smash burger.
Oh, God,
right there for you.
Yeah. No, it's
Chicken
not.
wings.
It's not just that.
I know, but the smash burger.
The smash burger. You know, that was. I think it was on a 12-week last. I don't know. Maybe it was this last spring or last fall.
Yeah.
When weather started getting crappy, I think it was on like a 12-week Friday afternoon smash burger kick. It was phenomenal. But we've introduced other things now. Brunch has been a staple.
Brunch has been great. Brunch is really nice. We always have a nice full brunch.
Sundays.
Yep.
Is there any talk of expanding? Maybe.
Hold on that.
Hold on that for now.
Hold on that.
But what we did introduce is afternoon snack menu, right?
Yeah, our little snack bar menu, which the boys have a lot of fun with making and cooking, all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyle and Neil spend so much time cooking the hot dogs together because we make all our own hot dogs, all our own sauces, all our own buns, as you guys know.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything's homemade.
So talk about the pricing for that and the time.
Everything's under $10. Pretty much everything's $8 besides 2 items. I think I can't remember off the top of my head.
There's 2 that might be 9. One might be 9, one might be 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then it's 4 to 5:30 Monday through Fridays, and we do it at the bar. But if you're really looking for a table and you have some kids with you, we can do that as well.
It's a tremendous value.
Yeah.
And I say it's the best bar in town, design wise. And when you have you have our friends back there taking care of us, it's just like family.
Yeah.
And, super friends and family.
And we feel the same way or the other way around.
Yeah.
I like that 5:30 time though too, because I think a lot of people go to Tono for bar bites, but sometimes it's hard to get there before 5 o'clock. So if you're right at 5 o'clock, you have an option to come for like.
Our dinner reservations start at like 6:30. So we just said, you know what, we'll invite those people that just want snacks before their dinner.
Yep.
Or if they don't want a big heavy dinner until 8 o'clock, you can come get a little snack and a couple Cosmos, a couple Negronis, whatever you might feel.
If anybody has any questions for Abby, fire away. We'll ask them to her. But you know, the other part that I really love, so there's so much to love. This is clearly the place I spend more time than any place else restaurant-wise in Gloucester. The other thing that I love is constantly reinventing the menu. It's not a stationary thing. It's like seasonal ingredients, pulling them in, and it's fresh and it's what was the one last year made my top 3 list of things I eat all year long? Was it
what did you love?
It was crazy. It was a crazy combination of things.
One of the pastas?
The gnocchi.
No, we still have it on the menu. The duck confit.
Yes.
Gnocchi. Yeah.
Duck
the
confit
Brussels
gnocchi.
sprouts, pecans. Yeah.
It was like 15 ingredients that if it was like it would be the wildest challenge on one of Guy Fieri's grocery games ever, and it was one of my top 3 things that I ate all of last year.
Yeah, that's a very popular dish.
Yeah,
that's the gnocchi. It's not a traditional potato gnocchi. It's like French pastry, so it's good stuff. It melts right in your mouth. Yeah,
really, really good. So, and as far as you also have some professional mixologists. Howie,
yeah.
Right?
Howie does a fantastic job with our cocktails. He puts a lot of time and effort into the ingredients, and again, seasonality.
Yeah.
So choosing what's around. We've used like beach flowers before.
Yeah.
And all types of things that are available just on hand.
There you go.
Yeah.
What I love about the cocktail list is that you always have like the staples like the Sunny and the Bonito and some of the others that I like, and the names don't change, but they update seasonally.
Yeah.
So some season you might like it a little bit more than another, but it's always sort of in a similar vein. Like, I love that the exact same named drink changes seasonally.
We thought it was going to be a little tough at first, but we were like, you know what? It's kind of a fun concept that no one else does that we can bring in here.
Yeah.
And then, you might like one more than the other. And I think that what we found is the daisy, the hibiscus pomegranate, margarita is very popular, so we haven't changed that in a couple menus. But
Oh, there you go.
yeah, people love that one.
So when we got here, Nicole said her kids said, you have one objective today, and that's to bring home 2 of the specialty donuts from Oak to Ember.
Oh, I like it.
So do you know what the specialty donut is today?
We do. We have a mango and pineapple donut today, but we also, the new star of the show is our house-made cinnamon buns.
Ooh.
And they're like this big. They're really good.
Like
They're really
manhole
nice.
covers.
Yeah,
They
so that's
probably go
kind of like
great
the
with
new
a
star
martini.
that's taking over. They might
As
actually
long
like
as they're
that more
not
than the
processed.
donut.
man.
Yeah. So I mean, come on down. What time does brunch serve till?
2 o'clock today.
Till 2
2
o'clock.
o'clock, and then we're open until dinner until 8.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining
Thanks for
us.
having me, guys.
And listen, straight trajectory to the moon. Ever since she took over, I'm telling you.
Hey, we try here. We try.
We love it. All right.
We like doing what we do.
Thank you, Em. Thank you so much. There you go. She is.
Oh,
Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Rubbing it right in my face.
Anybody want a sip, Chris? I think you're the only one.
I didn't know you were.
If I
running
have a
long.
sip of that, it'll be like Frank the Tank.
Oh, come on, here you go. Right? You want one?
It tastes so good when it hits your lips.
And he's out.
Oh, wow.
That
Tastes so good with it.
That didn't taste.
I'll just have one more. Fast forward an hour
Oh,
later.
well.
Another drink.
So did you hear what the donut of the day is?
So the bartender was telling me about the mango one, but then I didn't hear the second part. What? There's something even better? What else?
They're making coffee rolls, and they're like this big with all the.
I'm gonna have to take.
Cinnamon
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nina Testaverde Goodick says, "Love Abby. She offers amazing hospitality, as everyone right here, what we talk about all the time, and the secret to success.
Mm-hmm.
You can have average food, but if you have great hospitality, you'll see us at your bar.
Yep.
You
And
know?
you can have great
That's the
food and
secret.
shitty hospitality. It doesn't matter.
If you have great food and shitty hospitality, I'm not going.
Right.
I am not. I don't care. I don't care if you put a fillet
Right.
and it was fork tender, and it had the most flavor in the world, and it was $20. And if you had a guy behind the bar with a puss on his face, I don't give a fuck. I'm not fucking showing up at your bar. Fucking bottom line.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, we should do the class. We should offer to go in and talk to owners, because sometimes the managers aren't doing the right job. You got to get to the owners and say, listen, bar rescue, and it has nothing to do with the functionality of the thing. It has to do with
Right in if
fucking
you.
hospitality.
You know the Chick-fil-A story, right? So
What's the Chick-fil-A story?
So the owner of Chick-fil-A, when he was starting that company, Chick-fil-A. I don't know if you've ever been to a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But the service, everything's amazing.
Yeah.
Right? So he actually hired the staff to train like the Ritz-Carlton. He spent all this crazy money to train and develop a training sequence and protocol for all of the front of the house Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
And that's why you have like that service. If you go to Chick-fil-A, it's like,
Oh,
I mean, it's still fast food,
super
but
friendly.
they're like super friendly and everything's, it's not like going to, no offense to McDonald's or any of these other fast food, but it's a different fast food experience.
Oh, absolutely.
So hopefully the CEO of McDonald's isn't watching us this morning.
That's right.
Hate to offend them.
Yeah.
I like how we threw that out. No offense.
I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody.
I don't know what happened to Pat. Oh, here's Pat and Jimmy. Hold on, I gotta bring Pat and Jimmy.
God forbid they give me 8
I feel like
chicken nuggets instead of 9.
There they are. Hey, Pat. Pat, you got anything to add today?
Nope.
No?
Got nothing.
Got
Pat, are
nothing.
you getting any sleep?
No.
Oh boy,
She's not getting
back
any
in the
sleep.
trenches.
Yeah.
At least it's for the good baby, the one that didn't fuck up their holidays.
Holidays, yeah.
Yeah, the good baby.
Yeah.
I got a question for Drew Hale.
Till
Texas
they do a
Walker.
half birthday.
No,
Texas
Texas
Walker.
Ranger.
Till they do a half birthday, 4th of July.
Yeah. Half birthday. Yeah, 6 months. Yeah. Texas Ranger and Scoony Boo Boo.
Yep.
You had the question for
Right,
Drew?
but we were talking about phenomenal employees, and so speaking of Hale Design and Build, I have a question for you.
Thatcher's amazing.
I'm going to put you on the spot. My front door, my doorknob is like super loose, so the door doesn't shut right now. So the wind and the cold temperatures are blowing my door open. Should or should not my son be able to fix that doorknob at this point in his career?
You should.
Right? All right.
You should.
Hey,
Let's wrap
right?
things up.
Lucky
All right,
Pistachio
so-
making a guest appearance.
Let's wrap things up here. I asked about the donut a half an hour ago.
What's on your hat?
You just pressed your breast against me.
Oh,
I did
boy.
not.
I feel violated. This is
Oh, boy.
I need to call
And on that
HR.
note-
Live television.
I need to call HR right now. Do you have the Lucky Pistachio on?
I don't. Here's the thing. Making these hats, I'm going to talk to Jamie about this.
Okay.
It's cool.
Super cute.
All right, super cute hat. There you go.
Yeah.
Lucky Pistachio. What's the order today, Lucky Pistachio?
I asked about the donut 30 minutes ago.
Oh.
I never got an answer, so I had to drive down here to find out myself.
That was intentional.
What did Abby say?
It's refried bean.
Mango, pineapple, mango.
No.
Refried bean donut.
Tell me it's chocolate. Tell me there's something
There you go.
chocolate involved.
All
Get a
right.
chocolate martini.
Oh, what happened to Saint Wayne, the sexy famous mailman? He's recuperating at home. What happened? We need an update. We need an update. What happened? I just saw him delivering mail a couple days ago.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh,
Slip
you know
and
what?
fall in
You
your
know what?
driveway.
Your
I
driveway.
think he's only got 3 months left
Oh, really?
until he retires.
Oh, wow.
So maybe he did the old. Oh, I slipped, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna take my 3 month sick time.
Way to spread rumors.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
No,
Sure is. So glad.
no one listens to this anyway. No one listens.
No one's watching.
Dave
He's got
Zane,
his pink slip waiting for it.
What if the Postmaster General is
Yeah, right.
watching
That's
this
what I'm saying.
morning?
they don't care about this.
Or maybe he was due to go down and visit the Spanx. It was like, I can't. I'm at home, recuperating. Maybe like,
He's recuperating.
Yeah, so
he's
maybe-
recuperating. So there's that. All right. I'll save the other topics for another time because we're over time and people.
all
people
30
start-
of them.
People.
all 30 we didn't get to.
People. Well, we go sideways when Ralph. And,
rails.
Yeah, we can change the
Joey.
3 to a 4 and just resubmit this one.
yeah, that's right. All right. I hope everybody had fun today. Come on down to Oak to Ember. Join us. Pat and Jimmy are on their way. Jimmy's in the Batmobile, and we'll see you next week. Actually, next week, sunny Florida.
Oh, you're going to be.
Next Sunday is day 2.
Oh, you're traveling.
No.
So we will be
Yeah,
at
on the
Hale.
traveling on
We will be
Saturday.
at Sanctuary
Oh,
Way.
you are on the first? You said second to.
The second isn't the second isn't the
second
second
is a-
Saturday?
Second is a Sunday.
We can maybe
Oh,
figure this
You
out
said
off
you would.
air.
You texted me.
So I'm traveling. I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll have to tape one.
I'll go. I'll join this group.
Oh,
Nice.
all
Well,
right.
with
No,
Pat and
we
Jimmy-
have enough.
but
Hey,
Pat
the
and
show
Jimmy-
notes are done.
Pat and Jimmy are away. We'd really need to figure this out.
Drew's house. Lindsay.
Yeah, we'll go to my.
Lindsay, 9:00 next Sunday. We'll see you.
Who votes for that? All right, I want to hear. Everybody, who wants to see these savages? So they didn't reply. The Spanx did not reply about when the sexy famous man went. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna figure something out for next week. I hope you join us, and I hope everybody has a great day. Come on down to Oak Denver. We're starting to fill in. We'll see you guys. Oh, I gotta go right here with the graphic, and we'll go out with.